ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਇਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਕਾਮ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਲੋਭ ਮੋਹ ਝੂਠ ਨਿੰਦਾ ਇਨ ਤੇ ਆਪ ਛੁਡਾਵੋ। ਕਾਮ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਲੋਭ ਝੂਠ ਨਿੰਦਾ ਇਨ ਤੇ ਆਪ ਛੁਡਾਵੋ। ਇਹ ਪੀਤਰ ਤੇ ਇਨਕੋ ਡਾਰੋ ਆਪਨ ਨਿਕਟ ਬੁਲਾਵੋ। ਇਹ ਬਿਦ ਮਨ ਮਹਿ ਪਾਵੋ। ਕਾਮ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਲੋਭ ਝੂਠ ਨਿੰਦਾ ਇਨ ਤੇ ਆਪ ਛੁਡਾਵੋ। ਇਹ ਪੀਤਰ ਤੇ ਇਨਕੋ ਡਾਰੋ ਆਪਨ ਨਿਕਟ ਬੁਲਾਵੋ। ਆਪਣੀ ਬਿਦ ਆਪ ਜਣਾਵੋ ਹਰ ਜਨ ਮੰਗਲ ਗਾਵੋ ਰਹਾਓ। ਬਿਸਰ ਨਾਹੀ ਕਬਹੂ ਹੀ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਬਿਦ ਮਨ ਮਹਿ ਪਾਵੋ। ਗੁਰਪੂਰਾ ਭੇਟਿਓ ਵਡ ਪਾਗੇ ਜਨ ਨਾਨਕ ਕਥੈ ਨਾ ਧਾਵੋ। ਕਿਛ ਰੂਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਛ ਜਾਤ ਨਾਹੀ ਕਿਛ ਢੰਗ ਨ ਮੇਰਾ। ਕਿਆ ਮੋਲੇ ਬੋਲੇ ਗੁਣ ਬਿਹੂਣ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਿਆ ਨਾ ਤੇਰਾ। हम पापी संग गुर उबरे पुन सत गुर केरा डंडोत बंधन अनक बार सर्ब कला समरथ डोलन तेरा खो प्रभु नानक दे कर हथ ज्ञान ध्यान किछ कर्म न जाना सार न जाना तेरे सब ते वड्डा सतगुर नानक जिन कल राखी मेरी कहाँ बुध प्रभ तुच्छ हमारी बरन सकै महिमा जो तारी हम न सकत कर सिफत तुम्हारी आप ले हो तुम कथा सुधारी।
राम गयो गावन गयो राम गयो गावन गयो राम गयो रावण गयो जाको बहु परवार कहो नानक तेर खच नहीं सपने जियो संसार राम गयो रावण गयो जाको बहु परवार।
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। गुरु रूप प्यारी साध संगत जीओ, गुरु साहिब जी ने बेअंत किरपा कीती है, सारे ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਰਬਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਡਭਾਗੇ ਹਾਂ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਅੱਗੇ ਇਹੀ ਹੱਥ ਜੋੜ ਕੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ, ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਅੱਜ ਦੀਆਂ ਜੋ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਹਨ, ਕਥਾ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਆਪ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਲੈ ਲੈਣ। ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਿਹਰ ਭਰਿਆ ਹੱਥ ਰੱਖਣ। ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, as we've been going through these past few days remembering Dhan Dhan Sadguru Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj on their 350th Shaheedi Divas that is fast approaching on Tuesday the 25th of November. Sad Sangat Ji, the uprala of the 9-day Shaheedi Smagam been organised by Sevadars, by the Sangtan together over the past few days from the Sikh Inspiration organisation, from the Sikh Inspiration Sevadars, the basics of Sikhi Sevadars, where everyone's got involved to be able to come together and remember Dhan Dhan Sadguru Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. And over the past few days, Sad Sangat Ji, we've been listening to the prasang, the sakhiyan, the history of how Guru Sahib Ji left Anandpur Sahib to get to Delhi. We had Bhai Gurpreet Singh, Bhai Manjot Singh, we've had Bhai Govinder Singh Ji, we've had Bhai Jaskirat Singh Ji, all tell us about how Guru Sahib Ji came to Chandni Chowk, came to Delhi, and have been engaged with Aurangzeb, and Aurangzeb's been trying to convert Guru Sahib Ji, trying to convert them so that he can turn the whole of Hindustan into the Islamic faith. The Kashmiri Pandits had come to Guru Sahib Ji to ask for support and help, and Guru Sahib Ji said that I will hold your arm and I will help you, and I will go and see Aurangzeb and we will have that conversation. But Guru Sahib Ji knew that they would have to give their life. The Kashmiri Pandits knew that Guru Sahib Ji would have to be able to give their life in order to stop this massacre, this barbaric forced conversion that was happening across the land of India at the time. And Sad Sangat Ji, as we started this Bani a few months ago, this Ladivar Katha of Salok Mahalla Nava, we started with the history, the Uthanka of how Guru Sahib Ji, when they were in prison in Delhi in Chandni Chowk, they've been writing this Bani, the last Bani of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. This Bani that we read at the end of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj in the Bhogan de Salok, or after the Sahaj part, Bhogan de Salok apa kehte han. And those sloks, Sad Sangat Ji, this collection of 57 sloks that Dhan Dhan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj has given us, we've been seeing that the theme of these sloks, Sad Sangat Ji, is about Bairag, Tyag and Anurag. Bairag da matlab about detachment from the world, about disconnecting and realizing that this world is false, it's not true, it will never last forever, and we are somehow in the midst of this delusion that everything is permanent. And Guru Sahib Ji is constantly reminding us, this is bairag. Tyag to forsake, to be able to let go of what we have, to be able to allow these things, to material possessions and things we see, to be able to move on and not be caught up in the maya of the world. And anurag, devotion, beloved devotion, faith devotion, committed devotion to Guru Sahib Ji, to Vaheguru. Maharaj has so much anurag, love for the divine, for Akal Purukh Vaheguru in this Bani, and they're trying to not just explain to their man whilst they're in that prison cell, but they explain to us and giving us this teaching that we should also connect to Paramatma Vaheguru. Sad Sangat Ji, last week when we were going through this Bani, we were going through the slok, Jag rachna sab jhoot hai, jaan le ho re meet, kahe nanak thir na rahe, jo balu ki peet. Guru Sahib Ji explained to us in that previous slok, Sad Sangat Ji, that this world, Jag rachna sab jhoot hai, it's false, it's physically real, we can feel it, we can touch it, but it won't last forever. This is the message from Guru Sahib Ji from last week. It won't last forever. We might think it's permanent, but it's not. And the way Maharaj gave us this analogy to explain this, they say, Keh nanak tir na rahe, jo balu ki peet. Balu is sand, peet is a wall. They're saying that this is not going to last forever. Tir na rahe, jo balu ki peet, like a sandcastle. Like when you make a sandcastle at the beach, and you see the waves come and they will wash it away, you can put your hand through it, the sand is physically there, but it doesn't last forever. Guru Sahib Ji gives us that teaching. And today, Sad Sangat Ji, with Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj's Kirpa, with their blessings only, can we go through the next 4 Saloks, the 50th, the 51st, the 52nd, and the first Slok of the Dohra, the 53rd, where we will understand what Guru Sahib Ji is saying to us. As mentioned last week, Sad Sangat Ji, the first 49 Saloks are all for the Sangat of Sri Anandpur Sahib, all for the Sikh Sangat, that Guru Sahib Ji is writing these letters, these messages back to the Sangat. The 50th and the 51st Salok is for Mata Nanki Ji, their mother, and the 52nd Salok is for their Mahal, their wife, Mata Gujri Ji. And then the first slok of the Dohra, the 53rd slok, is a message to Tan Satguru Sri Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, who were only the age of 9 at this time. And at the time they were known as Guru Gobind Rai Sahib Ji. And so in this way, Sad Sangat Ji will go through these sloks, these messages that Guru Sahib Ji gave to their family, and we'll understand what Maharaj is saying. So our Sad Sangat Ji, let's put our hands together. Let's all think of Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. Let's focus our mind upon their charan, upon them, on their feet, and ask them to bless all of us, bless myself, bless all of us Sangat, to be able to go through their Bani, understand what Maharaj is saying to us, so we can learn from this and help us in our life. Akho ji Satnam, Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji, Satnam, Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji.
राम गयो रावण गयो जाको बहो परवार.
So Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, they explain to us, Ram gayo, Ravan gayo, jako boho parvar. And in this Pankti Sad Sangat Ji, Maharaj is referring to Ram as Sri Ramchandra Ji, the avatar, the form of Vishnu Ji, who came to earth and is part of the Hindu mythology and the Hindu faith. And Maharaj is also referring to Ravan, the demon who kidnapped Sita Ji and took them to Sri Lanka, as we know in the Hindu history of the Hindu faith. And it's really interesting here, Sad Sangat Ji, that how Guru Sahib Ji are actually using these examples to explain their message. Examples of a demigod, a godly being, and of a demon, of someone who's evil. And it's the first time in this Bani that Guru Sahib Ji has used these great deities and the demons to explain something. Because at the very start of this Bani, in the very first Salok, Guru Sahib Ji used the analogy of a fish. And they say to us, in that very first Salok, they say, Gun Gobind gayo nahi, janam akarat keen, ko nanak harpa janma mana, jai bid jal ko meen. That meditate on the one, meditate on the divine, meditate on Vaheguru Ji, just in the same way that the fish can't live without water, let's be in such a state that we can't live without the divine worship and the meditation and the focus of Akal Purkh Vaheguru. And in the other sloks that we went through last week as well, or the week before, in the 44th Salok, Guru Sahib Ji talk about a pig and a dog. They talk to us and they say, Ek Bhagat Bhagwan, Jai Prani ke nahe man, Jaise Sukar Swan, Nanak Mano Tahe Tan. And here they're using the analogy, the negative characteristics of a pig and a dog. They're saying, don't be dirty like a pig, don't be like a dirty animal like a pig can be, and just rolling around in mud. You know, make sure that you focus on Bhagwan, on Paramatma, and make sure that you connect with that one and accept that. And even like a dog just constantly barks and he doesn't do anything else. But Maharaj is saying, Ek Bhagat Bhagwan, Jai Prani ke nahe man. They're saying that one, that individual who hasn't got Paramatma, Vaheguru Ji in their heart, they're saying that that person is like a dog and a pig. Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj explaining this to us. But then in the next slok, they use the positive characteristics of a dog. They say, Swami ko greho jo sada, swan tajat nahi neta, nanak eh bid harpa jo, ik man hoye ik chita. Swami ko greho jo sada, swan tajat nahi neta. Have such a loyalty to Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji in the same way that a dog is loyal to its master. In the same way that a dog is loyal to its owners, make sure that we also see Vaheguru Ji, Guru Sahib Ji as our master, and we stay loyal to them. So Guru Sahib Ji used examples of nature, but this is the first time they're using an example of a godly being and an evil person. And what they're saying to us, Ram gayo, Ravan gayo, Jako boho parvar. Now they're saying to us here that Ram has left this world. Sri Ramchandra Ji, even though they were a godly being, it's known as the 7th avatar form of Sri Vishnu Ji. They're saying that even that 7th avatar of Vishnu Ji left this earth, but it didn't last forever, even though they were a demigod. And even Ravan had to leave this earth as well. And this is where Maharaj is saying, Jako boho parvar. And how does that relate to this? Satsanga Ji, our history, Indian traditional old history, Pratan history, writes that Ravan had a huge family. 100,000 sons, it's written in history that he had. And even 125,000 grandsons, grandchildren. And this is not history, this is actually in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Bhagat Kabir Ji, they write this slok, this panktiyan, they write, Ek lakh poot, sawa lakh nati. Ek lakh poot, sawa lakh nati. So 100,000 sons and 125,000 nati. Nati means grandchildren or grandsons. 125,000. They say, Tehe Ravan kar diya na bati. And in the next pankti we realize that Bhagat Kabir Ji is talking about Ravan. Tehe Ravan, in Ravan's home, Tehe Ravan kar diya na bati. There's nobody left in Ravan's home to even light a diva, a jot, to remember him. Even though he had such a huge family. So what is Guru Sahib Ji saying to us here? Whether we think someone is a godly being, a saintly being, or whether we think someone is evil and the most nastiest person in the whole world, they're all going to go. They're not going to last forever. Even if we think someone is the most spiritualist person versus the most ignorant person, the most wisest person, but the most foolish person, they never last forever. They will always go. Ram gayo, Ravan gayo. If Ram had to go, Ravan had to go, It's inevitable that we will all have to go. Maharaj is explaining this to us. Some people might think, well, I've got so much wealth. I'm so wealthy. I've got so much money. And you might even think, well, I've got so much money, death is going to get me. Death won't be able to catch me. But Sad Sangaji, the wealthiest person will go, and even the poorest person will go. Even the most famous person in the world will go, and the most infamous person in the world will, who doesn't know, nobody knows anyone about, even that person will go. Bhagat Kabir Ji, they write another slok. Maharaj, in Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, this shabad comes, Bhagat Kabir Ji writes, Kabir Kodi Kodi Jor Kay, Jore Lakh Crore. Kodi is a shell, but for us it's like pennies. Kabir Kodi Kodi Jor Kay, Jore Lakh Crore. This is our halat, this is our state today. We are constantly chasing the money. Constantly chasing, saving, Kodi Jor Kay. We're constantly saving all these Kodiyan, which is fine. Maharaj is saying, don't do that. But there's a very subtle, important point here. In the next pankti, Bhagat Kabir Ji writes, Chalti bar na kach milyo, le lingoti tor. Chalti bar, when you leave, chalti bar na kach milyo, you're not going to get any of it. कोई कोडी कोडी नहीं जाने नाल, कोई दौलत धन दौलत कुछ नहीं जाना. चलती बार ना कछ मिलियो, and then की जाओगा, कुछ भी नहीं जाओगा. थोड़े कपड़े भी नहीं जाने. This lungoti means your loin cloth that covers your lower parts of your body. वो भी नहीं जाना. Maharaj even says to us कि बंदा नंगा आंदा नंगा जांदा. You come naked, you go naked. You're not going to take anything with you. So Guru Sahib Ji is explaining these things to us here. Ram gayo, Ravan gayo, jako boho parvar. And you might think this theme of death is really prevalent throughout this whole Bani. It's because Guru Sahib Ji is giving us their last teaching before they give their Shaheedi. This last teaching to all of us. Okay, you know what? Don't let this delusion of Maya fool you. Because sometimes we get stuck in it and we think, you know what, or we forget death. Tan Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Shabad, I love sharing this Shabad because it is a constant reflection. Because it happens to all of us all the time. Khana, Pina, Hasana, Sona. Khana means to eat. Khana, Pina, to drink. Hasana, laughing. Sona, sleep. We do this every day. This is our cycle. This is like the rat race, it's like Groundhog Day every day. We get up in the morning and we, have our breakfast, we go to work, or we go to school, we come back home, we have our dinner, we go to sleep, we have a laugh in between somewhere, or we might have a cry even. And then the next day starts all over again, This is what happens on a day-to-day basis. But Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj say, Visar gaya hai marna. In that whole cycle, we've forgotten that ek din appa vi jana hai. Ek din kithe? Maybe in the next hour appa jana. In the next minute appa jana. We have no idea. So Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj are reminding us that death is inevitable. It's going to come. Don't fool yourself that it's not. I'd like to share another Shabad Sad Sangaji from Bhagat Sheikh Farid Ji. And Bhagat Farid Ji explained in this Shabad that, sometimes people might think that if I lock myself in a room or I go away somewhere, death isn't going to come anywhere near me. Maybe if I just hide myself away from death, I can hide from death and, death just won't find me. Maybe some people have this kind of sochni, कि मैं मौत तो मैं बच जाऊंगा. I can do this trick, I can do that trick, and whatever that might be, I can have a plan. And death isn't going to come anywhere near me. But Bhagat Farid Ji explained that, death is such an entity, such a thing. It will smash down every single door. There's no door that has been made on this world that will even stop death from coming to us. It is always going to be there. It will always come. It will just break down that door and it will come to us. Bhagat Farid Ji, they write in their Shabad, they write, Sade treman dehori. Pani challe pani an. Sade treman dehori. So dehori is your body. Sade treman is like a measure of weights, you could say. Man is a measure of weights. Sade treman dehori challe pani an. Challe, it works with pani, with water, and an, with food, for sustenance. So let's go through this. Sade treman dehori challe pani an. Ayo banda duni vich. Banda aa gaya dunya de vich. A person has come into this world. Ayo banda duni vich. Vat asuni ban. Asuni means aas rakhke. Aas is a hope or an expectation, desires. Vat asuni ban le. They've got them, they've understood this is what I want. I have these desires, I've come to this world. But tan Bhagat Sheikh Farid Ji, what did they write in the next pankti? Malkal maut ja avsi. Maut auniya. It's gonna come. Malkal maut ja avsi. Sab darwaje pan. Koi darwaja nahi rehna. Sab darwaje pan. You can see this. Tan Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. This is their Bani. Malkal maut ja avsi sab darwaje pan. And then the next pankti Asad Sangat Ji, we often hear these panktiyan when there's someone's funeral. Maharaj say to us, Tina pyarya bhaiyan. My brothers, the brothers who have seen that person pass away, the family who've seen that person pass away, Tina pyarya bhaiyan, agge ditta ban. Ki ban ditta, what have they tied? What have they tied a knot around? They've tied a knot around that corpse. So, Pranaya Samayan Devich, in the olden days, Sad Sangaji, today we have coffins, but in those days they'd have like a wooden platform, almost like a palanquin, but a wooden, very plain, simple thing. And they'd tie the person's body to that wooden platform, so when they pick it up, it doesn't fall. So it stays solid on that platform. So Maharaj is saying to us, Tina pyarya bhaiyan, agge ditta ban. And then this is what we hear often at funerals. Vekho banda chalya. Cho janiyan de kan. Vekho banda chalya. That banda, he's going. A banda aaya si ta hun chal gaya. Vekho banda chalya. Cho janiyan de kan. Kan means their shoulders. They pick up that wooden platform. It's got, each corner has got an extra piece of wood. And they hold that wood on their shoulder. Vekho banda chalya. Cho janiyan de kan. Bhagat Farid Ji say, Frida, amal je kite dune vich, darge ave kam. Amal da matlab ki? Amal here means doing good deeds. Change kam karne. Doing good things without having any of the vices around us. You know, doing selfless things. Change kam, nishkam karam. Doing good deeds. Frida, amal je kite dune vich. Je aapa dunya de vich change kam kariye, darge ave kam. Those good deeds are going to help in the court of Vaheguru. Those things that we do will all matter. Utte kam aane. So that question about what do we take with us? When Bhagat Farid Ji, Bhagat Kabir Ji say to us, Chalti bar na kach mili ho lai langoti tor. When we take nothing with us, ki apa leke jana, what are we going to take? Those change kam. Those good deeds. Our simran, our bhakti, our seva, our sangat, our everything that we have around us that is positive, those virtues that we've cultivated. Satsang ji, oh kam aane. Hor koi cheez nahi kam aani. So Satsang ji, Tan Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj explained to Mata Nanaki Ji here, their mother, but explaining to us as well. Ram gayo, Ravan gayo, jako boho parvar, bade parvaran wale vi chal gaye. Koi ithe duniya ch nahi reha. Guru Sahib Ji will continue this theme and explain further to us. Hanji.
Kaho nanak thir kach nahi supne jiyo sansar.
Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj say, Kaho nanak thir kach nahi. Thir means permanent, for everlasting. Thir kach nahi. Nothing is permanent. Supne jiyo sansar. This world is like a dream. When we have a dream, and when we have this dream, we think it's so real, so vivid. And I'm sure we've had those kind of dreams before. Almost like a movie that's happening, and when we wake up, we're like, whoa, did that really happen? You spend a few moments thinking about that dream, and you're thinking, oh yeah, I lived that, and I was there, and I saw this, and I saw that. That's how vivid they can be. But Maharaj is saying that this world is like that kind of a dream. Ye dunya us supne wanga reha. Kaho Nanak thir kach nahi supne jo sansar, it's not real. This is not permanent. Apa ek din ah sara kuch chhad ke jana ya. Ja cheeja chal jangiyan, ja assi chal jana. It won't last forever. Siddhi Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj explained this to us. Hanji.
Chinta taki kijiye jo anhoni ko hoye.
Siddhi Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, they continue and they say, Chinta, worry, anxiety, taki kijiye. Why are we doing that worry? Jo anhoni hoye. Anhoni here is something that's impossible. So honi, something that is honi, is something that will happen. Unhoni is something that is impossible, that's something that won't happen. Guru Sahib Ji saying to us, saying to their mother Mata Nanki Ji, Chinta taki kijiye, jo anhoni hoye. Only worry about that thing that you think is impossible. That isn't going to happen. What they're actually also saying to Mata Ji and to us is actually, why are you worried about something that is going to happen? Why have that chinta? Why have the anxiety about something that is inevitable? And the theme of these sloks, Sad Sangaji, is death. Death is inevitable. We have such a negative connotation around death. Hanji, we're human beings. We will be scared at that moment when death arrives at our door. Anybody will be frightened of that, absolutely. Bade Mahabali, those great warriors, even they were probably scared of death. Anybody would be scared of death. But Sad Sangaji, the blessed are the ones who aren't scared of death. Bhagat Kabir Ji, again, they have so many beautiful sloks. Bhagat Kabir Ji's shabads really resonate. Bhagat Kabir Ji, they write, Kabir, jis marne te jag dar hai. That marna, that death that the whole world is scared of. Jis marne te jag dar hai. Mere man anand. Mere man de vich o anand hai. I love that thing. I get bliss from death. Bhagat Kabir Ji saying, when death comes, I'm happy. Because Bhagat Kabir Ji knows when that death comes, Sreer to banda nikal ke, this Atma is going to come out of this body, and that Atma is going to connect with Vaheguru, and it's going to go to a place of bliss, of permanent oneness, Sachkhand. Bhagat Kabir Ji write, Kabir, jis marne te jag darai, mere man anand, marne hi te paye, puran parmanand. Marne hi te paye, only through death will I actually achieve that true eternal bliss where I'm forever gone and with one with the Kalpurukh Vaheguru. That is what Bhagat Kabir Ji's state is. Ona di sochni hai, ona da hal hai, this is their state. Now imagine this, Sad Sangaji. Bhagat Kabir Ji is a Bhagat, a devotee, an absolute Shardalu of Kalpurukh Vaheguru. They are connected with Paramatma, they are one with the Kalpurukh Vaheguru. Har har jandoi ek hai, bib bichar kich nahi, jalte upachitarang jo, jal hi bikhe samahi. They are just like that wave that comes out of the ocean that goes back into the ocean. You can't tell the difference between them and the Kalpurukh Vaheguru. That is their inner condition. And in this way, Bhagat Kabir Ji can't wait to meet Paramatma. Sad Sangaji, that's our potential as well. Do not think that we can't do that. Do not think that we are not capable of that. Hanji, with Guru Sahib Ji's kirpa, only with the blessings of Guru Sahib, only with their mehr parya hat, only with their asra, with their support, can we even achieve an iota of that. But we have to do the ardas first. And we have to ask Maharaj, bring such a devotional love to Vaheguru Ji, to you, to Guru Sahib Ji, to you, so that I can also say these words, that maran to dar nahi hega, that I'm not scared of death. Because I want to be so one with you that I don't need to worry about death. Raj na chahu, mukt na chahu, man preet charan kamlare. I just want to follow at your feet. Mel leho deyal, teh pe duarya, rakh levo deen deyal, par mat bo harya. I just want to fall at your feet and surrender because I love you. Guru Sahib Ji, Vaheguru Ji, I love you. I just want to be with you. That is Bhagat Kabir Ji's state. And we can have that state as well. Why can't we? Palapa ardas kariye. And maybe in that way, Sad Sangaji, we won't be afraid of that death as well. That is inevitable. That Tan Siddhi Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj is explaining this to us here. Hanji.
Eho marg sansar ko nanak thir nahi koi.
Guru Sahib Ji explained to us that eh marag sansar ko, this marag, this path, is the path of the world. Eh marag sansar ko, sansar is the world. This is how this world works. Nanak thir nahi koi. Again, Maharaj is repeating the same message. Thir nahi koi. It's not permanent. They're having to repeatedly tell us this because they're repeatedly trying to make us understand. Kyunki eh man teeth hai. This mind is so stubborn. It doesn't want to believe it. This mind is so stuck in its ways. It doesn't want to accept the fact that, you know what, this body is going to go and this Atma is going to be separated, and all of a sudden this physical form is gone. We don't want to accept it. We live in our holes and we are not willing to believe that we are going to leave our family, or someone in our family is going to leave us one day. Guru Sahib Ji explains it and over again in every line that, oh human being, oh my friend, oh my mananu samjhala, explain it to your mind. And in this way, Maharaj is saying, eh marag sansar ko, this is the way of the world. Whoever comes to live will one day have to leave. Hanji.
Jo upajyo so binas hai, paro aaj ka kaal.
So Guru Sahib Ji continue this message, and now talking to Mata Gujri Ji, their wife, but also talking to us. Jo upajyo so binas hai, that whatever is created will also one day disappear and be destroyed. Whatever has been born will one day have to leave and death will come upon it. Whatever is created will be destroyed. Jo upajyo, whatever's happened, so binas hai, one jana ya. Now, ite khyal rakhiyo satsang ji, focus on this one, that Maharaj is not talking about human beings here. Maharaj is not talking about human beings here. They're talking about everything. Jo upajyo, whatever is created, whatever has come forth, that could be trees, that could be vegetation, that could be animals, fish, it could be bacteria, it could be any living organism, it could even be planets, because they're created. It could even be stars, it could be galaxies, it could be universes. They're all created from something, right? Science talks about the Big Bang. The Big Bang created the whole of the entire cosmos and the universe. How many Big Bangs have there been? We've got multiple universes. Maharaj talks about multiple realms and many dimensions. Patala patal, Lakha agasa agas. We read this every day in Sri Japji Sahib Ji da part. Many realms, many dimensions, many universes. All of these regions and all these dimensions have been created. We can't see them because our mind isn't capable of even recognizing that. Asi Rab nu kita pachana. How are we going to even recognize God? We can't even contemplate their creation. Luckily for us, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, they've given us the Guru Mantar, Vaheguru. They've given us Simran, remembrance. They've given us Sangat, to be able to come together and do Amrit Vela and do Simrat. Gar Saad Sangat, Simro Mado, Ho Hai, Patat Puneet. That by coming into Sangat, like this morning Saad Sangat Ji, we had an Amrit Vela Divan here. And then after the Amrit Vela, we had Salok Mahalla Navan Jab for 3 hours. It was so blissful. If some of the Sangat came, you would have experienced that. If some of the Sangat couldn't make it, maybe next time Guru Sahib Ji Kirpa Karan, come to the Amrit Vela Divans whenever we're able to arrange them on the one-offs that we ever do. But Saad Sangat Ji, it's so blissful to come here and then just sit in Sangat, not just here, anywhere where there's Sangat. And when the Sangat are doing Simran together, you feel the energy. And that energy, Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji say to us, Ho hai patat puneet. That if we are sinners, we are sinners. We commit so many mistakes every day. We're not pure. But Maharaj say to us, they give us the way to become pure. They say, Kar Saad Sangat, come into Sangat. Simro Madho, meditate on Akal Purukh Vaheguru Ji, the Master. Kar Saad Sangat, Simro Madho, Ho hai patit puneet. You'll go on a transformational journey. We all will. And with that transformation, which starts on the inside, the inner transformation, will then be able to become purer and purify who we are and our inner jeevani. Guru Sahib Ji saying to us, Jo upjo so binas hai, paro aaj ke kaal, that if not today, aaj, or kallu, or tomorrow, or paro. Paro here means parson, as in the day after next. Paro aaj ke kaal, if not today, maybe tomorrow, or maybe the day after, it's going to happen. Satsanga Ji, yesterday, Bhai Jaskirat Singh Ji, when they were doing Katha, and they were talking about the prasang, the history of how Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj were in that Kotwali, in that jail in Delhi, in Chandni Chowk, and the Mughal regime were trying to convince Guru Sahib Ji to become Musliman, to become Islamic, and take on their faith. And they tried this trick of trying to give Guru Sahib Ji halal meat of a cow. And Guru Sahib Ji asked, what's in this cauldron pot? What is in this pot that you've made? Because they were trying to convince, they're trying every single trick under the sun, every single trick in the book to try and convert Guru Sahib Ji. Because if they could convert Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj to Islam, the whole of the Indian population, all of the Hindu Dharam would become Islam within a blink of an eye. They would all convert. That was a promise that Tan Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji gave to the Pandits, the Kashmiri Pandits, saying that if Aurangzeb will convert me to Islam, tusi sare Musliman ban jao. You all become Musliman. But Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj knew that they would not let that happen. Aurangzeb thought he could. He was the fool. So he came with this trick and gave Maharaj, with his ministers, the Malane, they all came and they gave Maharaj this pot of halal meat, and they said, Maharaj, tusi shoko, eat this. And Maharaj said, what's in that pot? They lifted the pot lid, and all piglets came out. Pigs. The pig animal in the Muslim faith is seen as a very dirty animal, very unsacred, very dirty, full of like jute. And these piglets were coming out of this cauldron, this pot, and they were running around everywhere in the prison, all over the people's homes, touching the Musliman, touching the Mughals. They were like licking their clothes, licking their food, licking their stuff in the kitchen, the plates, the cutlery, all of that. It was a whole mess. And all the Muslims were saying, Toba, 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 Toba. Because they were having pigs running around everywhere. And this is because they had committed such a sin, such a paap of killing the cow, making it halal, and giving that mass, todka la ke, whatever, giving it to Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. With the belief that Guru Sahib Ji ate that halal meat, that they would become Musliman. And Satsanga Ji, Bhai Jaskirat Singh Ji yesterday shared such a powerful reflection, very powerful, that if anyone is consuming meat, let's refrain from consuming halal meat. Because the sochni from the Mughal regime, and certainly from maybe some people today in the Islamic world, is that if anybody eats halal meat, by default you're becoming Musliman anyway. That's the sochni that they had to give Guru Sahib Ji that meat, they will become Musliman. So why would we consume halal meat? Even to the point Bhai Jaskirat Singh Ji shared this view, that actually it's so true. Maybe not even eat anything from a place that serves halal meat, because you don't know where the contamination is going to be. Why go there? Even to the point Maharaj do their blessing there, the kirpa, that we don't consume meat at all. To be able to help us connect with Paramatma more. Elevate our spiritual life. Elevate our spiritual connection with the divine, so that we can become one and not have that laha, consuming that meat that's going to cause us spiritual problems in our journey. And in this itihas, this history of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, we learn these things. We can reflect upon these things. And Bhai Jaskirat Singh Ji shared a beautiful shabad from Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji yesterday. Maharaj says, Chetana hai to chetle, nistin mein prani. If you want to think, you want to contemplate, you want to be conscious about your living on a daily basis, go ahead and do it. Chetana hai to chetle, nistin mein prani. Shin shin aud bhi haat hai. Shin shin. With every moment, life is fading away. And Maharaj gives this beautiful analogy of a pitcher, a jug. And this jug, Satsanga, just visualize this for a moment, this clay pot, this jug. and it's got a little crack underneath it. When you put pani, when we put pani into that jug, we put water in it. Through that crack, all of a sudden, bits of water start to drip out. Natural, right? It's gravity. It's typical. That's how it works. You got a crack underneath the jug, and water's going to leak out of it. Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj saying that this is what your life's all about. Our life is like that picture, filled with water. And as soon as someone is born, as soon as something is created, it's just start, and the end is always going to happen at some point. We just don't know when. The when is defined by how much water is in that picture. Sad Sangaji, sometimes there's only a little bit of pani, and somebody loses their life in their young years. Maybe you don't even see the age of 1. Maybe you don't even get to their youth. Sometimes that picture is full of pani, and it takes 100 years plus for somebody to leave their body. But Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj explained to us that this picture is in such a state, it's got this crack in it. As soon as someone is born, it's gonna dry out. That pani is gonna come out to us. Shin shin all bahad hai, foote kate jo pani. So in this way, we learn that life is gonna come to an end at some point. And Guru Sahib Ji explains this to us. Jo upjo so binas hai, paro aaj ke kaal. That one day, today, tomorrow, or the day after, this is gonna happen. Hanji.
Nanak har gun gaile, shad sagal janjal.
So through all of this, you might be thinking, Gatate Aya is a very morbid topic. He's just talking about death, but Satsang Ji, it's not me talking about death. It's Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. They're giving us a teaching, a lesson. They're telling us something. But as much as they've given us this very heavy lesson to learn, they're giving us the solution as well. I often think that Guru Sahib Ji is almost like a salesman. When we read a Shabad, they tell you the problem. Oh Bandeya, this is the problem. This is where you need to do something to fix it. But if you do this, continue with this problem, it's going to cause you this problem later on in life, and it's going to affect you. The Jamdut are going to come and get you. The messengers of death are going to put this noose around your neck, and off you go. All of that. So you think, what do I need to do to stop this from happening? The Maharaj is awesome, because they then give you the solution as well. Okay, this is how you can save yourself. This is how you can actually prevent that from happening. And in the same way, Guru Sahib Ji is saying to us here, Nanak, Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, in the 9th form of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Nanak har gun gaye le. Just sing the praises of Akal Purkh Vaheguru. Singing the praises of the divine, singing the praises of God is actually going to help us cultivate a love, a connection with Paramatma, with Vaheguru Ji. Nanak har gun gaile, chad sagal janjal. Now this is the trick. Chad sagal janjal. Janjal means basically an entanglement. An entanglement, this jal, a net of entanglement that we're stuck in. And what is that net? It's the janjal of the whole world. Shard, sagal, janjal. Get out of that entrapment of the world. Basically, don't be bound by what the world is doing around you. Focus on your Sikhi, focus on your meditation. Don't be bound by all these desires that we have in the world, all these things. And more importantly, don't be bound by these vices. The Kaam, the Krodh, the Lobh, the Moh, Ahankar. The lust, the anger, the jealousy, the greed, the attachment, the ego. Because those are the things that connect us more to this physical world and don't allow us to realize that Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji is within us. And our journey is inward through Simran, through meditation, coming into Sangat and doing Seva. That's our journey. But the world stops us from doing that. Satsanga Ji, as we reflect upon these sloks, these words of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, I want you to just imagine right now, we're going to reflect upon a bit of the history. As Guru Sahib Ji, Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj are in that Kotwali, in that jail, that prison in Delhi. And Guru Sahib Ji, with them are their 3 Gursikhs, Bhai Mati Das Ji, Bhai Sati Das Ji, Bhai Dayal Das Ji. Bhai Mati Das Ji, Tan Bhai Mati Das Ji. They're having a conversation with Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, and a Malana, a minister, comes to Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. And this Malana is coming to give a message from Aurangzeb that in our history we call Naranga, as a disrespectful way for calling him because he doesn't deserve any respect. Naranga has given this message to his Malana, his minister, saying, go and tell Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji that he needs to convert to Islam. Otherwise, if he shows us a miracle, a trick, he'll be saved. But if not, he's going to have to accept death. Tell him. This Malana comes and very disrespectfully talks to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj in a very harsh way. And he's trying to tell Guru Sahib Ji to become Musliman, take on the dharma of Islam, as Aurangzeb is ordering. And if Maharaj doesn't do this, then Aurangzeb is going to get very angry, and his wrath is very powerful and can destroy you. He's explaining these nasty words and saying these things to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. Bhai Mati Das Ji, a close Gursikh, a beloved Gursikh of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, is listening to all of this. And as he's hearing this, he says to Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, why are you enduring this harsh treatment? Maharaj, why are you enduring this? Why are you going through this? You are the embodiment of a Kalpurukh Vaheguru. You've got so much Shakti. You've got so much strength. Why can't you just do something and get out of this jail, finish the whole of this Mughal regime in the blink of an eye? You can do this. Why are you not doing this? Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj explained to Bhai Mati Das Ji, this is in the play of a Kalpurukh Vaheguru. We are not here to change the hukum of a Vaheguru. We are not here to change that instruction of a Kalpurukh. We can't change that. We are here to play this out however it needs to be played. A Kalpurukh Vaheguru Ji, they know what's going to happen and they will do the best. And to convince Bhai Mati Das Ji, Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj explained to Bhai Mati Das Ji, not a Sakhi Satsang Ji, maaf karna, the true history of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, when Babur, the first Mughal king emperor who came to India, when he took over and he came and he invaded, he put a lot of people into prison. I'm going to summarize this Sakhi Satsang Ji because of time. But Satsang Ji, as Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj are taken as a prisoner with Bhai Mardana Ji into Babur's prison, Babur doesn't know who the holy people are and who the normal people are. He just gathers everybody and he's put them all into a prison. And in this prison, Satsang Ji, there's chakkiyan, like big grinding stones. And the punishment of the prisoners is to just grind. And Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj has sat there with Bhai Mardana Ji and they're thinking of a Kalpurukh Vaheguru and them chakkiyan just grinding themselves. And the guards go and tell Babur. They go and tell Babur. And Babur realizes that he must have a very holy person, saintly person, captured in his prison. So Babur comes. Now, in those days, Satsanga Ji, when there were holy spiritual people, often they would use bhang, cannabis, to be able to get a connection with the Kalpurukh Vaheguru, or we say that, or have a connection to the divine. It was their techniques that maybe some of the Siddhs or the Sadhus or some holy people of the time would use that to be able to have a connection. So Babur, certainly from the Muslim tradition, thought, well, I'm going to come and give a whole lot of bhang to Guru Nanak Dev Ji to accept this as an offering so that they can bless me. Because maybe they can give me something. And Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, I sat there and Babur brings this bag full of bhang and he places it to Guru Sahib Ji, thinking that Maharaj will use this to be able to connect and give him some blessings. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj recite a shabad at the time that I don't need this bhang. The only thing that I need is Naam. Naam is my bhang. Naam is my simran. Naam is my connection. These things are not needed. They teach Babur that. And Babur asks for a blessing. And Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, our history writes, said to Babur that you will have your Raj, you will continue to have your Mughal Raj within India, but as long as you are not barbaric and you oppress people, as long as that you do not do anything that will be of injustice, as long as you treat people well, your Raj will continue for 7 generations. But as soon as you start to do injustice, as soon as someone in your regime, someone in your lineage does injustice, I will come and take that back off you. Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj is explaining this to Bhai Mati Das Ji, to convince Bhai Mati Das Ji that there's a plan in place. Bhai Mati Das Ji listens to Guru Sahib Ji and says, Maharaj, forgive me that I underestimated you. Forgive me. And Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj says, this is what I'm here to do, is to give my head. So we break what Guru Nanak Dev Ji was blessing. That, I don't want to say that they broke the blessing, but to basically realize that Aurangzeb is committing so much atrocity, so many sins, treating people so harshly, barbarically. And Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji's bachan was that as soon as you do that, that they will come and they will take that blessing away. And the way to take that blessing away is that they would come and give their head. As soon as Aurangzeb takes the head of the Guru, that blessing is gone and the start of the demise of the Mughal regime will commence. That was a promise of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And as we know, Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj is that ninth form of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Bhai Mati Das Ji understand this. And Bhai Mati Das Ji say to Guru Sahib Ji Maharaj, if you could bless me, if you give me the permission, I will go and destroy the Mughal regime. I will do this. I will turn them upside down. I have that much energy, that much Shakti. I can do this. And Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj realized that in that Bir Ras, that warrior spirit, Bhai Mati Das Ji is talking from that warrior spirit, from that place, not of anger, but of love, devotion, and standing up for their Guru. But Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj explained to Bhai Mati Das Ji that this is not the way. And they take that energy from Bhai Mati Das Ji. And when they take that energy, Bhai Mati Das Ji falls at their feet and says, Maharaj, forgive me for showing that little bit of ego, that I have that much Shakti, that I could do this. Forgive me. And the Maulana, the minister, is listening to all of this. And the Maulana is thinking, okay, so Bhai Mati Das Ji, you think you can destroy the whole of the Mughal regime? I'm going to go and tell Aurangzeb. He goes and tells Aurangzeb that Bhai Mati Das, who sat in the prison with the Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, he's saying that he can turn the whole Mughal regime upside down. He can destroy us in the blink of an eye. He has that much Shakti. Aurangzeb said, okay, let's test that Shakti. Let's test it. They gave a fatwa, an execution order. Okay, get Bhai Mati Das Ji, put him in between two planks of wood, tie his hands together and saw him in half. That was the fatwa, that was the execution order. The Maulana, the Qazi, they all get together, they get the executioner, and they get Bhai Mati Das Ji, and they tie them between two planks of wood, strap their hands together, and before they're about to start that ara, they say, any last requests? And Bhai Mati Das Ji says, just allow me to see my Guru. Allow me to just have my Guru's face facing towards me so I can see them when I take the Shaheedi. And let me do my Japji Sahib part. As you start that ara, I want to be doing my Japji Sahib that part. This is the power of Gurbani Sad Sangat Ji. We know this history. We have the pictures upstairs that we can see of Bhai Mati Das Ji, Tan Bhai Mati Das Ji. And as the Jalad is starting the ara on their head, Ik Oankar Satnam Karta Purkh Nirpao Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Saipang Gur Prasad Jap Ad Sach Jugad Sach Happy Sach Nanako Hosi Pi Sach are the words that are coming out of that Pyara Gurmukh. Gurmukh Rom Rom Harti Ave. That Pyara Bhai Mati Das Ji, that Nikti Gursikh of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, that ara is cutting through Bhai Mati Das Ji. And as it's cutting through Bhai Mati Das Ji, our history writes that ara's gone through their whole body, but Sri Japji Sahib, that part hasn't stopped. That part is coming through every single pore of their body, that Japji Sahib is being heard. Even when their body falls in two pieces, Sad Sangat Ji, at the 16th body, Panch Parvan, Panch Pradhan, Panche Pave, Dargah Man. Dargah Man. This is the man, the honor that Bhai Mati Das Ji observed in Dargah as their body fell in two parts. That Bani didn't stop until Salok. Pavan Guru Pani Pita Mata Tart Mahat Divas Rato Idai Daya Khele Sagal Jagat Changiya Buriya Vache Taram Hadur Karmi Apo Apni Ke Nede Ke Dur Jini Naam Te Aya Ge Masakat Kal Nanak Te Mukh Ujle Kheti Chutti Nal. Until that point, their Atma didn't leave their body. Akho Satnam Sri Vaheguru. Their Atma didn't leave their body until that Japji Sahib Ji da part was fully recited. And only then their Atma achieved Shaheedi and they achieved Sachkhand. After this, Tan Bhai Sati Das Ji, the brother of Tan Bhai Mati Das Ji, Bhai Sati Das Ji was wrapped up in cotton and burned alive in Chandni Chowk in Delhi. Tan Bhai Dayal Das Ji, they put their charan, their focus on Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. They placed their focus on Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, and they sat in that boiling pot of water, that cauldron. Satsanga Ji, we often see in the pictures that Tan Bhai Dayal Das Ji are sat with their head above the water. But our history writes that a lid was put on that cauldron. They were boiled alive, and all you could hear through the cauldron was Sri Sukhmani Sahib Ji da part. Akho Satnam Sri Vaheguru. And that Sukhmani Sahib Ji da part didn't stop until that point when their body was fully decomposed in that cauldron. Until every bit of flesh was separated from the bone and the Atma hadn't left that pot. Satsangaji, that is the karamat of our Guru. That is the Shakti of our Guru. If our Guru has such Shakti, their Guru Sikhs have just as much Shakti, just as much energy, just as much power. If Naranga wanted to see any karamat, he should have seen the Shaheediyan of them thin nikti Guru Sikh. Nobody can endure this. But only if we are a Guru Sikh of Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. They, with their dib drishti, with their meher par hat, their blessings, these Shaheediyan are then achieved. Shaheedi is a blessing. Satsanga Ji, Shaheedi is a blessing. Pranam Shaheedanu. Pranam Shaheedanu. It's because of them Shaheeds, Satsanga Ji, that the Hindu Dharam is intact, that we are still here today, that the whole of India has not become a Muslim regime. It's only because of the Shaheediyan of Tan Bhai Mati Das Ji, Tan Bhai Sati Das Ji, Tan Bhai Dayal Das Ji. And as we know in the few days, Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. So in this way, Satsanga Ji, the reflection with Gurbani, think about this wisdom, this gyan, these Gurmukhs had embedded in them. They knew this. They knew that life isn't permanent. So they had nothing to be afraid of. Amrit Naam Nirmolak Hira. A Shabad from the Hukumnama from this morning. Amrit Naam Nirmolak Hira. Gurdino Bantani Mantani. Gurdino Mantani. Digge na dole. Dir kar rahe ho. Banda na digda, na dolda. Banda doesn't fall, doesn't quiver, doesn't shake. Digge na dole. Dir kar rahe ho. Puran hoy triptani. They're only going to quench that thirst through Naam Simran. The energy is all in that Simran. Prabh ka Simran Nechal Asan. Prabh ka Simran Kamal Bigasan. That Nechal Asan Satsang Ji is your inner state, your Sahaj Avastha. Your inner state. If we can just connect with Paramatma, with Vaheguru Ji in Simran, we won't fall. We won't falter. We won't shake in our Sikhi. We won't quiver when someone says to us, Kes Rakhla. We won't quiver when someone says to us, Ke tu idda kar, tu nitnem karya kar every day. We won't quiver and shake when we have to come to an Amrit Vela Divan. We won't quiver and shake when Maharaj says to us, Tu aake mere darshan kar la. All Maharaj is asking for is to come into their fold. And we can come into them and they will hold their arms around us. Tu mera pita. तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधव, तू है मेरा प्राता, तू मेरा राखा सबनी थाई, तापो कहा काड़ा जियो. You are my everything. So what do I have to worry about? This was the state of them Guru Sikhs. When they wanted to see their Guru's face before they were Shaheed, they wanted that energy, they wanted to know that their Guru was facing towards them. Sad Sangha Ji, this is the power of Gurbani. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani. Which Bani Amrit Sare. Gurbani kahe sevak janmane partak Guru nistare. As long as we are focusing our mind on Gurbani, as long as we are listening to what Gurbani Maharaj is saying to us and we implement that in our life, we make those small changes in our life, partak Guru nistare. Guru Sahib Ji is with us there and then. But we need that vishwash, we need that faith, that belief, 100%, with no duality, with no doubt, that Guru Sahib Ji is going to be with us through thick and thin, through everything in our life. Nanak har gun gaye le, shad sagal janjal. And this is how we can be disconnected from the janjal of this world and be able to connect with the Akal Purkh of Vaheguru Ji. So Sad Sangat Ji, as we've gone through today's prasang of the Shaheediyan Bhai Mati Das Ji, Tan Tan Bhai Mati Das Ji, Tan Tan Bhai Sati Das Ji, Tan Tan Bhai Dayal Das Ji, Sad Sangat Ji, we've gone through 3 Saloks today, and as Guru Sahib Ji has wished it to be, we haven't gone through the first Salok of the Dohra as we've run out of time for today's Divan. Guru Sahib Ji, Mehr par Yahat Rakhan, and Kirpa Karan that we can go through the remaining Saloks on Tuesday, the 25th of November, when we will all be remembering Tan Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj as Shaheedi Divas. And in that remembrance, Sad Sangat Ji, we can all come together and go through the prasang, the history, the factual history of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Shaheedi, and we can go through the rest of these sloks and see what Guru Sahib Ji are teaching us all, but also sending these messages to their son, Sri Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj, and how Maharaj responds to those messages. We will see that, and Tan Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj will complete Salok Mahalla Nava for us on Tuesday as we go through the final sloks. Sad Sangat Ji, going through today's katha of this Gurbani of Tan Tan Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Salok Mahalla Nava, going through their prasang, the history of those great Gurmukhs, the great Shaheeds who gave their life not just for the Sikh Panth, but for the Hindu Panth, for the Hindu faith, for the whole of India, for the whole of human rights to be practiced across the world equally. This is the example that they gave. They gave their life, Sad Sangat Ji, and we should always remember that. And in this way, Pranam Shahidanu, Pranam Shahidanu. Sad Sangat Ji, going through the Gatha and the Prasang, I've made so many mistakes. I must ask for forgiveness from those mistakes. And through this, Sad Sangat Ji, I ask for that forgiveness from Guru Sahib Ji. Lekhe kate na chhutiye kin kin pulan har, baksan har baksle nanak par utar. And I ask for everyone's blessings, Guru Sahib Ji's blessings, that may this seva, may everyone from the Sikh Inspiration Group and the Basics of Sikhi Group and all the Sangta, these groups are just groups, Sad Sangat Ji, but we're just sevadar of the Guru. We're just sevadar of the Sangat. That's all we want to be in the Sangat's Charan, in Guru Sahib Ji's Charan, to be able to continue this seva going forward across the whole of the Leeds area and the Yorkshire and the Northern area as part of our objectives and our mission across our groups of sevadars. So I can ask for that forgiveness and I ask for your blessings. Deho sajana si sadiyan, jo hove Sahib jo mel. Let's go through the last slok together, Sad Sangat Ji. Us to baad Guru Sahib Ji fateh parvan karni ji. Jo upjo so binas hai, paro aaj ke kaal. Nanak har gun gaye le, shad sagal janjal. Vaheguru Ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki fateh. So Guru Roop Pyari Sad Sangat Jiyo, hun ਆਪਣੇ ਜੋ ਸੁਨੀਤਾ ਕੌਰ ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਹਿੰਮਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਥੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਲਾਹੀ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਜੋੜਨਗੇ ਅੱਧੇ ਘੰਟੇ ਲਈ। ਸੋ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਅੱਗੇ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੈ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਬੈਠੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ। ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਦੀ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀ ਭਰਨੀ ਹੈ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
हर की गत नह को जान जोगी जति तपी पछवारे आज बोलो कैसे रे मन कौन गत होए है तेरी 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 जग में राम नाम सो तो नहीं सुनियो था जग में राम नाम सो तो नहीं सुनियो था बिखियन स्यो तिल पार मत लाहिर फेरी बिखियन स्यो तिल पार मत नाहिन फेरी रे मन कौन गत होए है तेरी रे मन कौन गत होए है तेरी मानस को जन्म ली सिमरन नैन मख की मानस को जन्म ली मानस को जन्म ली सिमरन नैन मख की दार सुख पयोली दार सुख पयोली अगो परी मेरी रे मन सो कर प्रीत श्रवण गोविंद गुण सुनो हरि गाओ रसना हरि जस रे मना गाए जो संगी है तेरो हरि जस रे मना रामकली महला तीजा आनंद एक ओंकार सतगुरु प्रसाद आनंद पया मेरी माए सतगुरु मैं पाया सतगुरता पाया सहज सिद्धि मन वजिया वादाया राग रतन परिवार भरिया सब दिगावन आया सब दोता गावो हरि तेरा मन जिनी वसाया कहे नानक आनंद हुआ सतगुरु मैं पाया हे मन मेरे तू सदा रहो हर नाल रहो तू मन मेरे दुख सब विसारना अंगीकारो करे तेरा कार्य सब सवार सबना गणा समरा कर शांत सुख मन आए वसिया जिने इच्छा सब पुजाया सदा कुर्बान किता गुर विटो जिस लिया वड्याई कहे नानक सुनो संतो शब्द पढ़ो साचा नाम मेरा आधारो वाजे पंच शब्द कर सभागे शब्द वाजे कराय चित करतारिया पंच दूध दूध वस कीते काल कंटक मारिया घर पाया तुझन पासी नाम हर के लागे कहे नानक तै सुख होआ चित कर अनहद वाजे अनद सुनो वड भाग्यो सगल मनोरथ पूरे पार ब्रह्म प्रभ पाया उतरे सगल विसूरे दुख रोग संताप उतरे सोनी सच्ची बाणी संत साजन भय सरसे पूरे गुर ते जान सुनते पुनीत कहते पवित्र सतगुर रंगिया पर बिनवंत नानक गुर चरण लागे वाजे अनहद पूरे सिलो पवन गुरु पानी पिता माता तरत महान उस रात दो दाई दाई खेलै सगले जगत चंगियाया बुरियाया वाजे धर्म हदूर कर्मी आपो आपनी केने रखे दूर जिनी नाम ते आया गए मसकत काल नानक ते मुख उजने केते छुट्टी नाल जिनी नाम ते आया गए मसकत काल नानक ते मुख उजने केते छुट्टी नाल। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह।
आरख तेरे तुमरी कृपा में सुख कनेरे कोई न जाने तुमरा अंत ऊंचे ते ऊंचा भगवंत सगल समगरी तुमरै सूत्र धारी तुम ते होए सो आज्ञाकारी तुमरी गात में तुम ही जानी नानक दास सदा कुर्बानी। तुदे आगे अरदास हमारी जियो पिंड सब तेरा कहो नानक सब तेरी वडियाई कोई नाम न जाने मेरा तीने ताप निवारण हारा दुख हंता सुख रास ताको विघ्न न को लागे जाकी प्रभ आगे अरदास। अरदास एक ओंकार श्री वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। श्री भगवती जी सहाय वार श्री भगवती जी की पातशाही दसवीं प्रथम भगवती सिमर कै गुरु नानक लय ध्याए फिर अंगत गुर ते अमरदास रामदास से होए सहाय। अर्जन हर गोबिंद नु सिमरो श्री हर राय श्री हरि कृष्ण ध्याइए जिस डिठे सब दुख जाए। गुरु तेग बहादुर सिमरिए कर नाउन ध्यावे थाए सब थाई जी होना जी सहाय सब थाई जी होना जी सहाय। दसवें पातशाह साहिब श्री गुरु गोबिंद सिंह जी महाराज पंथ दे वाली कलगीधर पातशाह शमशेर पिता सब थाई जी होना जी सहाय सब थाई जी होना जी सहाय। दसा पातशाही की जोत साहिब श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी के पाठ दर्शन दीदार जी का ध्यान करके प्यारे खालसा जी बोलना जी श्री वाहेगुरु। पंजा प्यारियां चौहां साहिबजादियां 40 मुक्तियां हट्टियां जप्पियां तप्पियां जिन्होंने नाम जप्या वंड छकिया देख चलाए तेग वाहे देख के अंडट किया तिन्हां प्यारियां सचियारे की कमाई का गुरबानियां का ध्यान धरके प्यारे खालसा जी बोलना जी श्री वाहेगुरु। जिन्ना ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਣੀਆਂ ने धर्म हेठ सी सिते बंद बंद कटाए खड़ोपियां लहाइयां चरखड़ियां ते चढ़े तन आरियां ना चराए गए गुरुद्वारियां दी सेवा लई कुर्बानियां कीतियां धर्म नहीं हारिया सिक्खी कैसा सवासा संग निभाई तिन्हां दी कमाई दा कुर्बानियां दा ध्यान धरके प्यारे खालसा जी बोलना जी श्री वाहेगुरु। पंजा तख्तां ते सरबत गुरुद्वारियां दा ध्यान धरके प्यारे खालसा जी बोलना जी श्री वाहेगुरु। प्रथम है सरबत खालसा जी को अरदास है जी सरबत खालसा जी को वाहिगुरु 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 चितावै चेतावन का सदका सर्व सुख होवे जहाँ जहाँ खालसा जी सहाय तहाँ तहाँ रक्षा रहाय देग ते फतेह। ਬਿਰਧ ਕੀ ਪੈਜ ਰਹੇ ਪੰਧ ਕੀ ਜੀ, ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਬੋਲ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੋਲ ਨਾ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਦਾਨ, ਕੇਸ ਦਾਨ, ਰਹਿਤ ਦਾਨ, ਵਿਵੇਕ ਦਾਨ, ਵਿਸਾਹ ਦਾਨ, ਭਰੋਸਾ ਦਾਨ, ਦਾਨਾ ਸਰਦਾਨ, ਨਾਮ ਦਾਨ, ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਜੀ ਕੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਅਤੇ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ, ਝੌਂਕੀਆਂ ਝੰਡੇ ਭੁੰਗੇ ਜੁਗ ਜੁਗ ਅਟਲ ਧਰਮ ਕਾ ਜੈਕਾਰ ਹੋਵੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਬੋਲ ਨਾ ਜੀ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਨ ਨੀਵਾਂ, ਮੱਤ ਉੱਚੀ, ਮੱਤ ਪੱਤ ਰੱਖੇ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ, ਆਪਣੇ ਪੰਥ ਦੇ ਸਦਾ ਸਹਾਇ ਤਾਰ ਜਿਓ। ਸ੍ਰੀ ਨਨਕਾਣਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਅਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਗੁਰਧਾਮਾਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੰਥ ਨੂੰ ਵਿਛੋੜਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ, ਖੁੱਲ੍ਹੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਦੀਦਾਰ ਅਤੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਸੰਭਾਲ ਦਾ ਦਾਨ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ਣਾ ਜੀ। ਹੇ ਨਿਮਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਮਾਣ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ, ਨਿਤਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਤਾਣ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ, ਨਿਉਟਿਆਂ ਦਿਓ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਹਜ਼ੂਰ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਅਪਾਰ ਪਾਰ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੋਈ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੀਵਾਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਸੁੱਧ ਰਹਿ ਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਹੋਏ ਹਨ, ਪਾਠ ਤੋਂ ਉਪਰੰਤ ਕਥਾ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ, ਸਿਮਰਨ ਦਾ ਜਾਪ, ਅਨੇਕ ਸੇਵਾ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦਿਆਂ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦਿਆਂ ਅਨੇਕ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਗਲਤੀਆਂ, ਅੱਖਰ ਵੱਧ ਘੱਟ ਭੁੱਲ ਚੁੱਕ ਆਪ ਮਾਫ਼ ਕਰਨੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਸੁਣੀ ਹੋਈ ਬਾਣੀ ਆਪ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰਨੀ, ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਸੁਣੀ ਹੋਈ ਬਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਸੱਚਾ ਸੁੱਚਾ ਭਾਵ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੇਵਕ ਦੇ ਹਿਰਦਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਮਾਉਣਾ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਸੇਵਾ ਬਖਸ਼ਦੇ ਰਹਿਣੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਮਿਹਰ ਭਰਿਆ ਸਦਾ ਹੀ ਸਿਰ 'ਤੇ ਰੱਖਣਾ। ਕਾਮ ਕ੍ਰੋਧ ਲੋਭ ਮੋਹ ਝੂਠ ਵਿਕਾਰ ਮਹਾ ਲੋਭ ਦਰੋ ਇਆਹੂੰ ਜੁਗਤ ਬਿਹਾਨੇ, ਕਈ ਜਨਮ ਨਾਨਕ ਰਾਖ ਲਿਓ ਆਪਨ ਕਰ ਕਰਮ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਨਿਵਾਸ ਬਖਸ਼ਣਾ, ਚਰਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੀਤੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਣੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਸਿੱਖੀ ਜੀਵਨ ਬਖਸ਼ਣਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਕਹਿਣੀ ਬਹਿਣੀ ਰਹਿਣੀ ਸਹਿਣੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਣੀ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਬਖਸ਼ਦੇ ਰਹਿਣਾ, ਨਾਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜਨਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨੀ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਹਜ਼ੂਰ ਦੇਗ ਸੱਜ ਕੇ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੋਈਏ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਆਪ ਭੋਗ ਲਾਵੋ, ਭੋਗ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਦੇਗ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਟੁੱਟ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਵਰਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਉਪਰੰਤ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ ਬਖਸ਼ਣ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾਲਤਾ ਕਰਨੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ। ਸਹੀ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਲ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਪਿਆਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਚਿਤਾਵੇ। ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਭਾਣੇ, ਸਰਬਤ ਦਾ ਭਲਾ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਦੋਹਰਾ ਆਗਿਆ ਭਈ ਅਕਾਲ ਕੀ, ਤਬੇ ਚਲਾਇਓ ਪੰਥ। ਸਭ ਸੇ ਕੁਨ ਕੋ ਹੁਕਮ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰੂ ਮਾਨਿਓ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ। ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਜੀ ਮਾਨਿਓ, ਪ੍ਰਗਟ ਗੁਰਾਂ ਕੀ ਦੇ। ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਕੋ ਮਿਲ ਬੋਝ ਹੈ, ਖੋਜ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਮੈਲੇ। ਰਾਜ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਆਕੀ ਰਹੇ ਨਾ ਕੋਇ। ख्वार होए सब मिलेंगे, बचे शरण जो होए। वाहिगुरु नाम जहाज है, चढ़े स उतरे पार। जो शरदा कर सेव दे, गुरु पारे उतारन हार। जो शरदा कर सेव दे, गुरु पारे उतारन हार। बोले सो निहाल, सत श्री अकाल। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ। ਠੀਕਰ ਫੋਰ ਦਲੀਸ ਸਿਰ, ਪ੍ਰਭਪੁਰ ਕੀਓ ਪਿਆਨ। ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸੀ ਕਿਰਿਆ, ਕਰੀ ਨਾ ਕਿਨਹੂ ਆਨ। ਤੇਗ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸੀ ਕਿਰਿਆ, ਕਰੀ ਨਾ ਕਿਨਹੂ ਆਨ। ਤਨਾਸਰੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾ। ਚਤੁਰ ਦਿਸ਼ਾ ਕੀਨੋ ਬਲ ਆਪਣਾ,
ਸਿਰ ਉਪਰ ਕਰ ਧਾਰਿਓ, ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਟਾਖ ਅਵਲੋਕਨ ਕੀਨੋ, ਦਾਸ ਕਾ ਦੁਖ ਵਿਦਾਰਿਓ। ਚਤੁਰ ਦਿਸ਼ਾ ਕੀਨੋ ਬਲ ਆਪਣਾ, ਸਿਰ ਉਪਰ ਕਰ ਧਾਰਿਓ, ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਟਾਖ ਅਵਲੋਕਨ ਕੀਨੋ, ਦਾਸ ਕਾ ਦੁਖ ਵਿਦਾਰਿਓ। ਹਰ ਜਨ ਰਾਖੇ ਗੁਰ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ, ਕੰਠ ਲਾਏ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਸਭ ਮੇਟੇ, ਦਇਆਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਬਖਸ਼ੰਦ। ਰਹਾਉ ਜੋ ਮਗ ਹੈ ਠਾਕੁਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੇ, ਸੋਈ ਸੋਈ ਦੇਵੈ। ਨਾਨਕ ਦਾਸ ਮੁਖ ਤੇ ਜੋ ਬੋਲੇ, ਇਹਾ ਉਹਾ ਸਚ ਹੋਵੈ। ਜੋ ਮੰਗ ਹੈ ਠਾਕੁਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੇ, ਸੋਈ ਸੋਈ ਦੇਵੈ। ਨਾਨਕ ਦਾਸ ਮੁਖ ਤੇ ਜੋ ਬੋਲੇ, ਇਹਾ ਊਹਾ ਸਚ ਹੋਵੈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ, ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ, ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ। ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸਚ, ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸਚ, ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ, ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ, ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ, ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ। ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸਚ, ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸਚ, ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸਚ, ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸਚ।